Valley Club, you've been waiting for a new arena team for a while. Well, the Fantastic Four is that new arena team, and today on the official Marvel Strike Force YouTube page was some details about the new team. Yeah, so we're going to talk about all the new details that was announced in this video, and it is Monday, so it is time for your mailbag questions. You're ready for all that? You know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button, and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. Still on vacation, but we are not stopping covering Marvel Strike Force. Yeah, we got some new information all about the Fantastic Four, the next arena team coming to Marvel Strike Force. Also, it is mailbag question day, and I do want to remind you guys, if you get some value from this video, leave it a like, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. On a non-vacation week, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week on the channel. And I do want to remind you guys, if you want to get a free PlayStation 5 from me, we're doing a giveaway on my Raid Shadow Legends channel. Make sure you go to the link down below for the Gleam page and follow the instructions there. You get a free PlayStation 5. The drawing is going to be on July 8th, and I can only ship to US addresses. So check out the link to Gleam and enter to win a free PlayStation 5. But without further ado, let's talk about the newness that was revealed for the Fantastic Four kit. So they're going to be the Fantastic Four from the MCU. So you include Reed Richards, the Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, reworks The Thing, Human Torch, and Franklin Richards is going to be on the team. They are going to be a next arena team, and they are intended to be the next top meta team, and they're supposed to be decent in war as well. So let's talk about some of the reworks. Thing, he's got a large stat upgrade. He is gonna be a lot beefier. That was one big thing that he was initially. Thing didn't have a strong kit, but he had a lot of strong stats. Well, those stats look like they're gonna be updated even further to align with the new meta. The ultimate war defense mechanic will remove also, it's allowing it to work everywhere. His stat buff significantly increases damage output. So yeah, just continuing to be that big ball of stats that he was when he was initially released. And his ultimate now applies trauma everywhere, making it more devastating when combined with his stun. Human Torch also got a rework. This was teased a long time ago by Ryan Jacobson in one of these Strike Spot episodes. So the thing that was revealed in this episode, his passive, which was previously very basic, has been recreated to help him put out more damage and prolong negative effects. His ultimate remains strong due to the stat upgrade, so we should have more information about these characters in the upcoming days, so make sure you are stay tuned for the channel. Mr. Fantastic, the new Reed Richards version of Mr. Fantastic from the MCU. He is going to be designed more of a protector on the team. So kind of like the Gladiator on the team, because the Fantastic Four is replacing the Annihilator. So Mr. Fantastic is going to be kind of like the Gladiator. He's going to have a lot of barrier. He's going to have a taunt to himself. He's going to have a lot of block chance to his allies, and can still provide defensive bonuses to the team even if his taunt is removed. And he does a lot of damage as well. Now, Invisible Woman, she is not the protector on this team. She's actually going to be a brawler on this team. The original Invisible Woman was the protector on the original Fantastic Four, but the MCU version, the arena team, she's going to be a brawler, and she will remove positive effects and apply defense down. Her passive deals a significant amount of damage when allies use their special or ultimate abilities. Features stealth mechanic. When she stealths, she gains increased crit chance and increased crit damage. Her ultimate will drag all the enemies together, kind of like Magneto, kind of like Polaris, and it will do more damage on the second wave. Or actually, her damage will pull them together, and it'll enhance the team's AoE effects because they're all together. And Fantastic Four AoE attacks are going to do more damage on the second wave. All right, Franklin Rich is the new member of the team. He's the 5th member of the team, and he's going to be a controller character. He has a new battlefield effect that they talked about. In Arena, this battlefield effect is locked and applies a new debuff called Silence on every enemy on every turn. Silence is a new negative effect. Block characters from applying positive or negative effects to the enemy or allied characters, and also blocks reducing positive effects on enemy characters. So strong new battlefield effects. We'll see what it looks very strong on paper, but we'll see actually how strong it is when we get some gameplay and when they're actually in the game. But yeah, on paper looks very, very strong. Franklin Richards' ultimate ability will also apply that silence to all target, and this will also work outside of Arena as well. So Franklin Richards is going to be a strong character, and just like Gladiator, Gore, and Endgame Thanos, I think these three new characters, Mr. Fantastic MCU, the new MCU version of Invisible Woman, and Franklin Richards, I think they're going to be valuable in all game areas, but the devs did say, Pathfinder did say it's going to be a war team in addition to Arena. All right, synergy and flexibility. The team is designed as a family team, emphasizing the teamwork to maximize their abilities. When Fantastic Four members use their special or ultimate abilities, Franklin Richards gets a speed meter increase. Invisible Woman will attack, and Mr. Fantastic applies barrier to all all allies on the team. So yeah, very good using your special and ultimate abilities anybody in the team, and the team offers flexibility and composition. Players can substitute the reworked Thing or Human Torch with other mystic characters like Odin, Null, and the team's synergistic buffs like Mr. Fantastic Barrier or Franklin Richards speed increase will still apply to these non-Fantastic Four allies. So they're going to look very strong. I like that there's some theory crafting. Let me know what do you think of this initial information about this Fantastic Four, the next Arena team coming to Marvel Strike Force. Let's move on to your mailbag question of the week. Big shout out to everybody that left a question for this version of the mailbag. We're still doing it even when we're on vacation. And if you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos, make sure you join the Discord. The link is going to be in the description of this video. Go to the mailbag questions channel, ask your question there. But let's get to the first question of the week from Brother Pappy, and his question is skip mailbag question from last week. So yeah, I looked back, I didn't see it, but I guess I missed one from last week. Left it below as per instructions of the week before at 19:30. Oh, maybe it was a few weeks ago. Perhaps it was a slip of the tongue. As follows: when should I abandon a goal of building characters I previously skipped? For example, I never built up Captain Sam or War Machine. Should I go back and build those? Same with Wasp, Mr. Fantastic, Silver Surfer, Moon Knight, he's sitting at 75. So Captain Sam and War Machine are a little different. They are members of the Liberty team, which is still involved in the arena meta nowadays. So not arena meta, the war meta nowadays. So if war is something that's important to you, you may want to go back and build the rest of this team. I think a lot of these members, the new members, are the most valuable characters. So reworks like Captain Sam, War Machine, not going to have a lot of value, but you do want to consider that war characters, these teams are going to last in that war meta for a long time. So wars is something important to you. I would go back and build Captain Sam and War Machine. Wasp is a member of the Absolute A-Force. I would not go back and build them at this point. I think the only Absolute A-Force members worth building, unless you're really into war, is going to be Kahori and Miss Marvel Classic. Maybe Medusa, but I think those two are the most important. So going back and building Wasp or something like Ironheart wouldn't be very valuable unless war is something that you're really into and you need like the best war teams. Silver Surfer, I would not build them at all at this point. Even when the Annihilators were released as the arena meta, you could build a three-piece, so Gore, Gladiator, and Endgame Thanos. Sometimes Ultimates had some value, but the weakest member was always Silver Surfer, so I wouldn't put a lot of resources into him. Same thing with Moon Knight. He is involved with the Night Stalkers, very good raid team, and if you could already beat the raids, there's no reason to continue building the Night Stalkers unless you're really into Cosmic Crucible and War. Now, in Cosmic Crucible and War, you may be replacing Moon Knight with some other characters. So if you're already doing the raids where you can, I wouldn't go back and build Moon Knight for some other game modes. So it really is the ultimate answer to all these questions is will building up those characters give you value right now? Unless you're a completionist and you just want to complete everything in a game, which some people do find fun. But if you want to be efficient with your roster, you just want to build the characters that are going to solve problems for you. So if the Liberty team is doing what you want, there's no reason to, in war and beating all the teams, you're not having any problems with that. There's no reason to go back and build a character like Captain Sam or War Machine. So really what I look for characters and building them up, is these resources going to solve a problem for me? And if the answer is no, it's just a fun character, and if I want to just build a fun character and have a bunch of resources, that's fine. But those characters that are not going to give me a lot of value, you want to, they're not going to maximize the benefit in the game. They're not going to help me improve in the game. They're just going to help solve some issue that I have in my roster and completing that issue in my roster. So anyway, it really it's really all about solving problems. So go back and build the characters that are going to solve a problem that you currently have. If they solve 0 problems for you, just don't waste your resources unless, like I said, you just want to do stuff for fun. All right, Valley, question. On the new teams, are the reworks worth investing in? It usually takes them to level 95, gear 18, level blue, ISO 8. Are there any benefits to taking them higher? I struggle with training math, so I have selective upgrading characters. It really, very similar to the previous question. It really depends on the question, on the problem that they could potentially solve. So for the most recent team, the Accursed team, the Cosmic Crucible team, are you struggling in Cosmic Crucible? Would building up some of these Accursed members help you in Cosmic Crucible? If the answer is no, or you don't like Cosmic Crucible, and it doesn't even matter how well you play in Cosmic Crucible, if that stuff doesn't matter to you, then don't build the most recent team. But this next team upcoming is an Arena team, and I think for me, that is the most important game mode, because Arena gets you power cores. Power cores helps you in all areas of the game, whereas a mode like Cosmic Crucible, War, while it can be fun, the rewards you get from those modes don't necessarily help you in all the game modes. I guess some intel helps you in the game modes, and Gear 220 pieces will help you, or Crimson pieces will help you, but like the specific pieces like the power cores, you're getting that from Arena. So that's always been the most valuable game mode for me. So that would be a team that I'm building. But if it's a specific Cosmic Crucible team or a War team, I'm a little hesitant to go build those characters. But Arena has always been my top priority. Raids, you're doing that every single day. So I just build them up to where I need to do to sim the raids reliably, and then I stop, unless I'm also building that team for a Crucible or War, another game mode. So I hope that helps. It's all about where that team is gonna, what problem that team is gonna solve for you. Red says, I finally got Odin. Congratulations. He's a great character. I'm limited in T4s. What ability should I upgrade first? Also, what's the basic stat with him? Lead with basic and then special. Hope your vacation is fun and relaxing. Hulk fist bomb out. Right, so Odin, you eventually want to T4 all his visibilities. I think if you were selecting him, I would go maybe passive. What that does is his character cannot have their speed bar reduced. Pretty important, because if he gets his speed bar reduced, he's not taking turn fast enough. And so I think this passive is very important. While charges, character cannot gain any new negative effects. So that's a pretty important one. And then because he's using the basic so much, I think you want to increase the damage and the abilities of the basic. So that's going to add 50% more, or 50% piercing to all enemies as far as the damage. It's also going to steal 3% health from all enemies, redistribute himself. This bypasses heal block. This attack redistributes a maximum amount of 6% of all this character's max health per target. Now, the reason the basic is so important is because when he's doing the basic or the special, what's going to happen? He's going to clear all the battlefield effects from the enemy side, apply the battlefield effects, all Father's Fury, to the enemy side, which means that when it's active, Odin is going to use his basic at the end of every enemy turn. So not only is he going to do a lot of damage, he's also going to have that drain. He's going to heal himself, stealing health from the enemies. So that happens when he does his basic. Also, if he's already done his basic or done an assist or a counter attack, that will activate on the special as well. So both of those very good moves, because it is going to activate that battlefield effect. Very strong move. Once Odin has that battlefield effect going, it's very hard to kill him. But you want that you want that speed. You want that speed not to be reduced from the T4 of the passive, because you want him to get into that battlefield effect as soon as possible, because if you could kill him before that, he doesn't do much. He's not that strong. So if you can stop him from getting that battlefield effects off, you're going to beat enemy Odins, and you want to make sure that your Odin on your team gets his battlefield effects off as soon as possible. So the basic is very important. Specialization very important, and but they're going hand in hand with each other, because that's what activates the battlefield effects. All right, and last question. Hey, ValleyFlyin, hope you're enjoying your vacation. Thank you, my brother. But I have a question. When is the next preview blog coming, or the roadmap for 2025, video preview of 2025? I'm not sure if they're still doing those. I know they missed some last year. I think we got one last year instead of two, and that came towards the end of the year. I don't know what they're going to do with that. They were pretty regular about going 2 times a year. Since Cerebro left, though, they haven't been as regular with them. They've been teasing, building out teases for the next season. So like all the Quasar stuff seems like it was teased, and then once Quasar is not the next legendary, we get a new character. I think they're going to start to tease all the stuff. So I think we're going to get like mini teases 4 times a year. That's just kind of my assumption. I don't know. We haven't really seen a blog post for a while. And every time we ask the devs about it, they're like, yeah, we're working on it or something. So I think their intent is to get it out, but just the execution of getting out hasn't been where they want. But that is it, guys. Let me know what you think about that Fantastic Four, the next arena meta. Hopefully that answered a lot of your mailbag questions. And if you did leave a question, big shout out to you. If you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos, make sure you join the Discord and leave your question there. And remember, if you want to win that PlayStation 5 for free, July 8th is a drawing, so make sure you enter before that. The link to that Gleam contest is going to be down below. Make sure you check out my second channel, all about Raid Shadow Legends as well, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist pump, ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.